And let's go ahead and work some of the checkpoints together. Actually, we'll work two of these. Starting with the first one, x squared plus 4x minus 5 is 0. Here's what you need to look at and see here. This thing is in standard form. It's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste the quadratic formula right here, just because I want to be able to refer back to it. So here we go. We know, first of all, we know that we're trying to solve for x. We're writing x. That's why we write x equals. Okay, then we need that big fraction bar. And we might just try to take a few shortcuts as we go along here. Not shortcuts that are going to make it impossible to solve, but just kind of sensible shortcuts here. So we know that it's minus b, so it's minus 4. And by the way, maybe we should write this over to the side here. I did forget about this. Let's write a equals 1, because we know that's true. We know that b equals 4, and we know that c is negative 5. So we've got a minus 4 on top, and we got plus or minus. That's how we get the two answers, plus or minus. Big radical. B squared. Okay, now this is a little shortcut we'll take. We know that it's 4 squared, so I'm just going to write a 16 in there rather than write 4 squared. And it's going to be minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 5. And that's all over 2a. Now let's go ahead and multiply that. 2 times a is 2. Okay, we're saving a couple steps here. Now we know we've got to have an x here because we're solving for x, and we should probably put another big fraction bar. I don't know if we use up the whole space this time, but it goes like this. We're really going to be dealing with this radical right now, so we're going to leave the minus 4 plus or minus alone. All right, here's what we've got. We've got 16 minus 4 times 1 times negative 5. Okay, now 4 times 1 times negative 5 is 4 times negative 5, which is negative 20. So this is 16 minus negative 20. Well, that's 16 plus positive 20. Okay, and some people like to do this. Once they got that figured out, they just go, I'm going to scribble that out, and I'm going to write 36 right here. Depends how messy you want to be. All right, so here's what we're left with. X is going to be two different things. X is, first of all, is going to be negative 4 plus, now the square root of 36 is 6 over 2. But x can also be negative 4 minus the square root of 36, which is 6 over 2. So negative 4 plus 6 is 2. So it's 2 over 2. So x could be 1. But x could also be something else. Negative 4 plus negative 6 is negative 10. And that's over 2, which is negative 5. Again, if we were drawing the graph, it would come out so that the parabola crossed at x equals 1 and x equals negative 5. And the next example, we'll do checkpoint 2.